Hey everybody, it's Miss Liz from the library again, and welcome to The Pigeon Wants a Socially Distant Party. Okay, so this idea came to my mind because last year we had a very cool Pigeon Wants a Party where we read the Pigeon's newest book called The Pigeon Has to Go to School, and we had some fun activities. We ate the pigeon's favorite food, hot dogs, and we had a lot of fun. Obviously, this year we aren't able to do that in the library like we did last year. So I thought, why can't I just bring the party to you? I think that it's actually very fun to have a socially distant party. And you know me, I love theme parties. And really, all you need is decorations, awesome snacks, a fun activity, and maybe some fun attire if you can tie that in. And I thought you guys could totally do that at home, just like I can do it at home. As you can see, I've already decorated my home in a pigeon approved decor. I got to use these really cool old pages from a book that was well loved and couldn't be kept in the library anymore. So I repurposed it and I took out the pages and I used them in the library to hang up for decoration. So I brought them home so I could repurpose them again. Also, I happen to have some stuffed animals. So I've got a very cool pigeon. Check this out. Come on, how cool is that? So of course the pigeon's going to be here for our party as long as his friend's Elephant and Piggy, and we've got Knuckle Bunny, and we've got his duckling friend hanging here. All right, so decor is done. And by the way, if you ever wanted to do another theme party, like maybe a Star Wars party or Marvel party at home, if you have things that work, like, you can use old pictures, or you can even print out things online, like coloring pages, and color them, and you can use those to hang up. You can have a socially distant party anyway, anywhere. You can do it just with your family at home, or you can actually invite some friends who are online, and you can talk kind of like we are doing here. Although this is a pre-recording, you could always do it live, like through Skype or Zoom or fun places like that. All right, so we've got the decor down, right, done. Next, we need to have some snacks. Now, when I think of the pigeon, I think of two snacks, okay? I think of hot dogs, of course, and I also think about the book, The Duckling Wants a Cookie, where the pigeon really, really wants that yummy chocolate chip cookie that the duckling has. And the duckling is so nice to give it to him because, well, it's got nuts, and the duckling's not into the nuts and the cookies, which I completely understand. All right, so right here, I have my own cookies, sans nuts, and little pigs in a blanket, which I have to say are my favorite. Well, before I knew the pigeon loved hot dogs, I've always loved pigs in a blanket. And I just happened to see a very cool video on how to make pigs in a blanket. So I actually, with the help of my husband, who's way more of a cook than I am, we actually made them in the kitchen, and they came out delicious. And I made a little screen show to show you guys how we made them. So here we are. This is what we need to begin. We're going to need hot dogs, of course, a crescent dough sheet. You can also use regular crescent rolls if you'd like. It just has some slices in there. We've got a baking sheet, and we've got some parchment paper. And you're also going to need an adult with a knife and maybe a pizza cutter. Okay, so as you can see, what we did first was we took some hot dogs and we cut them into threes. So we've got that perfect little tiny pigs in a blanket size. Then you use the parchment paper, you cut a sheet off, and then you roll out the dough. That way it doesn't stick to anything. So you can use a knife, but we find a pizza cutter made it a little easier so it didn't drag. And as you can see, my very helpful husband helped cut them into tiny little rectangles. Perfect size to wrap our hot dogs in. Ta-da, one done. Now here they all are, and we put them in the oven and we bake them at 375 degrees for about 12 to 17 minutes. It'll vary depending on your oven, until they were golden brown. And when they came out, they were beautiful. They smelled delicious, and we put them on a lovely little plate here. We put mustard and a little ramekin in the middle. You guys can use mustard, you can use ketchup, anything you guys would like. Me, I like to just have them as is. And so there you go. There's an option for a snack, although there is nothing wrong with getting them from a box from the store, but this was a little fun for us to do. So you might want to give it a try. All right, so we've got decorations. we've got snacky snacks, okay? And I think now it's time to read a story. So here is the Pigeon's newest story, which is so appropriate for school, called The Pigeon Has to Go to School. And that's him going, come on. Wait, don't read that title. The Pigeon Has to Go to School. Too late, rats. Why do I have to go to school? I already know everything. Go on, ask me a question, any question. Go ahead, ask me a question. Looks like you didn't know it. Well, I know almost everything. Does school start in the morning? Because you know what I'm like in the morning. It is not pretty. I wish I was a little chick again. A little itty bitty, not going to school, baby wavy pigeon. Look at that baby wavy pigeon. He is very cute. What if I don't like school? What if I really don't like it? What if I really, really don't like it? What if? What if the teacher doesn't like pigeons? And the stuff, what about all the stuff? There is so much stuff to learn. What if I learn too much? My head might pop off. I'm scared. What will happen at school? What if there's math or numbers? Why does the alphabet have so many letters? Reading can be hard with one big eye. What about lunch? What will the other birds think of me? Will finger paint stick to my feathers? What's with those heavy backpacks? I'm a fragile bird. The unknown stresses me out, dude. There should be a place to practice these things with experts to help you, and books, and classrooms, and other birds to work and play with. Maybe a playground. What does that sound like to you guys? Oh, that is school. Well, how am I supposed to get there anyway? What? You know the pigeon. He loves his buses. Oh, it looks like he's all excited now. Step aside. Coming through. The pigeon has to go to school. And in the back here, it's all his new pigeon student friends also going to school. Yeah, I thought that was a nice book. So school is starting in just a few days, or you know it. And I know it's going to be a little different for everybody. I know it's going to be different for me at the library, but I'm really hoping that very soon we're going to be able to get to see you guys. Maybe not in the same way we did before, but we'll be able to see you in person soon. So, but of course, I'm always wearing my mask, and I know you guys are wearing your mask too. And I know it's not always fun. You know, sometimes it gets a little stuck or a little sweaty, and I can understand that. But, you know, with practice, I've gotten used to it, and I've also made it a little fun. And I thought maybe I might share some of my masks with you guys. You know, when I first started ordering them, I just got a lot of different colors because I don't know if you guys know, but I've got a lot of funky dresses, and so I like to match them, and that's kind of what's made it fun. And of course, you know I love Disney, and I got a bunch of Disney masks too that I want to share with you guys. I've got some awesome Star Wars masks. Although I have to say, this one is my favorite. Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda makes everything better. And of course, I've got a really cool little mermaid dress. So I've got a neat little mask to go with it. And of course, everybody loves Frozen. So I have my new Frozen mask with me too. So I've made it fun, and I bet you guys have found a way to make it fun too. And I think that's everything, although I did forget to mention that sometimes if you can match with your party, try to. And I, of course, have my very favorite Pigeon shirt on that says, "So many books, so little time." I also have an activity to show you, because obviously that is one more thing we need to have added to our party is an activity. There's a couple of things you can do. You could, color something, make it your own design, or you could do like I did last year at the party, and we made these very cool pigeon hats. Can't really see in the shot. They were fun to make, and that was really just making a bunch of shapes with construction paper. I used a giant circle, and then another circle, and another circle, a little rectangle, a big rectangle, a popsicle stick to keep it all steady, and then a very long strip of paper that was measured around your head to make sure it fit you perfectly. I also made these cool little signs here. My favorite line from the Pigeon: "I have dreams, you know." So you can take some pictures and make little speech bubbles. Let me drive the bus. But if you don't want to get, that original, I totally understand. We do have something else very cool. I recommend pigeonpresents.com. And if you go to the Get Busy section, they have a bunch of guides and event kits that has some very cool things with all of Mo Willems' friends, like the Unlimited Squirrels are his new ones, the Naked Mole Rat Wilbur, and then here it is, all the different pigeon ones. He's got a lot of very cool stuff. So there's actually activity sheets right here for the Pigeon Has to Go to School. You can make your own Pigeon Drive the Bus certificate. You can do activities based on some of his other books, like The Pigeon Needs a Bath, The Duckling Wants a Cookie, The Pigeon Wants a Puppy. A lot of very cool options there. I highly recommend it. All right, so I think this leaves me at the end of the socially distant party. So I hope you guys liked some of the ideas and wanted to put them together, and then you can come back to the video and you can watch me read The Pigeon Has to Go to School again while you munch on your snacks or you color your pigeon activities. And I hope you have a lot of fun. And I really hope to see you guys soon. I miss you. All right, good luck at school this fall, and I'll be seeing you soon.